Good evening, beautiful friends. How are we today? Welcome to the Bear Den. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. We're going to do our usual adjusting for the day and roll with that. Right. So, okay. So let me get it set up with our poll for the day. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, today on our national days, as we usually do here at the Bear Den, today is National Sangria Day, which is what our thumbnail is. Sorry, I'm looking for something and I'm just not getting things together. We're working on it. But today, yep, Sangria Day. It is National Go Caroling Day. So, what is your favorite Christmas carol? Mine is actually Baby It's Cold Outside. My favorite Christmas hymn, though, is Angels We Have Heard on High. And today is also National Mud Day. And what Mud Day is there was a doctor named Samuel Mudd who set John Wilkes Booth's leg after he assassinated Lincoln. And because of his association with the scandal, the expression, "Your name is Mud," was born. And today, it's a hashtag to remember him. His family has tried to get, he was never formally expunged of any wrongdoing, but yeah, the Little Drummer Boy's a good one too. But his family's been trying to clear his name for generations and it hasn't been successful. So, but that's where the expression "your name is Mud" comes from. Hello, Corey. How are you? K Squatty, how are you? Carrie, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you all for being here tonight. Good to see you. So, that is what our national days are today. I hope you have all enjoyed your day. I haven't actually physically gone out caroling in quite some time. It's probably something that was more common when I was younger. But in this area, not very many people do it. For one, it's pretty cold right now. Like it's up to the 40s today, so it's not like freezing, but a lot of the church services in high schools do concerts and stuff, so a lot of people get their caroling fixed that way. I know the church I was raised in does midnight mass every Christmas Eve, and so it's really, and they have the choir sing for 2 hours before that, so that's really nice. And the high school in the city has a pretty good concert group the a cappella choir and the a cappella vespers, which are like the creme de la creme of the singers, usually do a concert. I haven't seen anybody carol this year. Hello, Mark Travis. How are you? George C. Scott. But it's not that caroling's not that common in the area I live in Western New York in the United States. So if you are going out on today, Go Caroling Day, please be safe, stay in a group, go to well lit areas. Oh, that's nice. It's always nice to go out to dinner on the weekends. Tomorrow is actually, hello, it's your girl. How are ya? Tomorrow is actually V and Moose's anniversary, otherwise known as the Barents, my parents' anniversary. I could go for some Irish food right about now. Hi, Corey, again. How are ya? Yes, Corey, I see you. No need to spam, honey. I could use a really big cup of Guinness as well, but we digress. Aw, that's sad. Hello, Pussy Bloom. How are you, darling? At least I think that's you. Yep, it is. I think they're going out to dinner, which is good. They don't really do a lot like that now, and I wish they did. He was a Marine in Vietnam. My husband's father actually served in Vietnam in the Marines. Okay, good. I thought it was you. I wanted to make sure. But I will do that. I actually just met my father-in-law this year. So my husband and I have been married 7 years, and I just met my father-in-law this year. So, but he's definitely a character. Oh. So is anyone drinking for National Sangria Day? I do not have the slightest bit of alcohol. Oh, I was married in September too. September. I always mess this up. And I'll tell you why I always mess my anniversary up, because we were we were going to get married on September 2nd. For like 2 years we had planned it, and then we ended up actually getting married, I think on the, oh god, I don't remember, is it the 8th or 9th? Think, Mary, think. It's the 8th. I think we actually got married on the 8th. Damn it. Oh god, I can just imagine. But so like I had planned my anniversary so long to be the 2nd, and then it ended up not working out like that. And so yeah, September is expensive. Um my birthday is actually 3 days after Christmas, so December is a pretty expensive month. And my husband's birthday is the end of August, and our anniversary is in the beginning of August, or I'm sorry, the beginning of September. So that's an expensive time. And then uh, this time of year is also pretty expensive. Oh, that's nice. Um, yeah, the wedding I planned, the wedding that actually happened were not the same thing. So, um, yeah, because I mean, I'm as a girl, you plan your wedding your whole life usually, and then it actually happens, and it's not what you had planned at all. Oh, thank you, Carrie, on my social security disability. Well, that's good. Um, Not that you have to have that, but that you're okay. Yep. I have two brothers and a sister. I'm the oldest. And from November 30th to December 28th, we're actually, for example, I'm 42, then my next brother down's 41, then my next brother down's 40, and then on my birthday it changes. So for that little bit, we're bam, 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 because we're all, my next brother down and I are 18 months apart, and he and the next one are 16 or 17 months apart. I got married when I was 34. No, that's not right. I was older than that. I think I was 36. I was older, but at any rate. Yep, we don't have kids either. Um, my parents actually, my parents have been married. It will be, is it 41 years or 42 years? Wait a minute. I'll be 43, so it's been 42. My parents have been 42. I like being an aunt too. I have been an aunt since I was 18. That can be hard. Um, Sorry, we had our once a night fall down. Actually, it's a couple of times a night fall down, but that's okay. Do I want my blanket? Do I not want my blanket? I never know. But I hope it's a happy rest of the month. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I I think it's Tennessee. I might be wrong, but the closest I have seen a bear in a while was, and I wish I took a picture because it was just in the most random spot. It was in a road while I was driving home, and I was not expecting to see a black bear at that particular moment in time. And so I screamed, and the scream apparently unnerved the poor fellow. He was minding his own business, and I scream at the guy. I guess I should turn my light on. You better call Tyrone. Call him. That's true. Mary, just grab the blanket. You're gonna want it eventually anyway. Sorry, I'm talking to myself like I'm not on live stream. No, that's not mistletoe. Yeah, there's very definitely no mistletoe in my house. That is, if you're talking about right up here above my head, that's a dream catcher. Hello, Fabrice. Fabrice. Nope, that's not it either. Hold on, let me try again. Faruraman. Farah Ramov. Hello to the new person that just walked in the room. I'm not going to get your name right today, darling. I'm sorry. My name's Mary. The channel's actually my government name. So, my parents were both born in 1965. I am from Western New York in the United States. Crashing into me like waves on the coast. No, I'm not a sovereign state national. I was just teasing. I'm not from New York City though. I'm from further west. I've never met anyone from Uzbekistan. That's pretty cool. No problem. I can take a joke usually. I actually don't know when people are picking on me quite a lot, so. Is your name Faru? Am I saying that right? Or Farah? Uh, no sex, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm female. Into cryogenics. I don't know too much about cryogenics. Oh, embalmer. I actually wanted to be a coroner at one point. 22 years old. Well, that's nice. I'm 40. I'll be 43 in a few days. I always thought it would be cool to be a truck driver. I really liked to travel, but I didn't learn to drive until I was really old. So, the time here is 10:41 p.m. Hello, Jenny. How many guys have I dated till now? Oh, Lord. Um, I've been, I have only had 3 serious relationships in my adult life. Yes, they were common. Truck drivers were more common in the 70s. Good night. Take care. Nice to meet you, Faru. Body count. Oh, Lord. Not a lot at all. I I honestly don't remember, honey. I've only been with like 3 people the last. Uh, uh, yeah, I don't know. Now, if we're talking about the number of people I've murdered, that's a completely different story for another day. But if we're talking body count as in body count, well, you know, enough. Well, honey, if you're comfortable with that, that's your deal. Yep, yep. I just. I lied and told her I didn't care for it anyway. My man don't trust me, thinks I'm not a loyal wife. Well, so long as you haven't slept with the 72 people while you're married, you know, that's a different version of events. Whatever happened before, people just shouldn't judge one another on their past. But if you thought you weren't going to be faithful, you shouldn't have married you. But I think you're faithful for what I've known of you for 2 minutes. We'll go with that. But I am a former mental health worker. Well, whatever loyalty looks like in your relationship, and it's different for everybody. What I may think constitutes loyal may not be what other people think, and so on and so forth. Some people think you're being disloyal if you speak to another man who isn't a family member. Some people think you're disloyal, or, don't think sleeping with other people is disloyal. It's just the rules of what your environment is and your relationships parameters. It's nice to meet you too, Faru. I do, Mark, because um I have some physical limitations myself, and so I do understand people with different abilities and different physical and mental limitations. I do. Um, so what you think? Am I looking well? I, I don't know what the parameters of your relationship are, Jenny, so I couldn't tell you if you are or aren't. But just, you know, you haven't done anything disloyal in here that I've seen, so, for all my opinion's worth for 2 minutes of knowing you. Um, well, that's good. Your wife doesn't see you as disloyal. No, Faru, I'm not on other social media, just YouTube. Some people do have that opinion, Mark, and a lot of people really don't know what another person goes through until they walk in their shoes. Well, Jenny, that's your business, honey. Yep, I don't do Instagram. Yep, I understand. Without you. Faru, I'm good. Thank you for asking. No, I'm definitely not having sex, but maybe Faru, you and Jenny could talk. Do I have any disability? Oh my God, everybody's really on this disability thing today. I do, but Faru, I am 43 in a few days. Oh no, Mark, it's fine. I just thought it was weird somebody else came in and asked if I had any. Well, sweet cheeks, that's because you see me when I'm live streaming, so I sit when I live stream. And you only see a snippet into my life. You don't see every minute of every hour of every day. Nobody does. A lot of people sit when they live stream. No, I'm not single, honey. I'm married. Yes, I am married, as I said earlier in the stream. No, I don't mind answering questions to a point, but also to a point, you know, I do not have WhatsApp. I don't have any other social media other than YouTube. Without you. Hello, how are you? Well, you know, sometimes you have to do what you feel's right, and just because you leave a church doesn't necessarily mean your relationship with God has changed. So you can still honor God and not go to the same church that you've gone to. Oh, what'd we have this evening for food? I myself had Little Caesars this evening. Well, that's okay too. Oh, healthy choice steamers. I haven't had those in so long. I like those. The weather here right now is, when I looked a little bit ago, it was 40 degrees and um a little windy. Yeah, my husband was gone for quite a bit today, so he's like, "I'm so sorry. I forgot to take something out for dinner." And so we have had it hot and ready. Oh, crap. All right, 2 seconds, friends. We're going on tour. Okay. Oh, I did not know Little Caesars was a Detroit original. I should have asked for. I said I wanted between three things, and Little Caesars was one of them because he was on that side of town. So But you have mentioned that Little Caesars was the nastiest thing you've ever eaten. Um, Jet's Pizza. I have never had Jet's Pizza. My name's Mary. I do remember the review, yep. You said you threw the rest of it in the garbage. And it was, I think, a Supreme Little Caesars. I might be wrong, but it's nice to meet you too, Mark. What is my favorite pizza? My favorite pizza is a local pizza shop. My favorite pizza is Lena's Pizza, it's called. Followed very closely by this pizza that I had at a football game one time up in Buffalo. It was Lakeshore versus Gowanda, the middle school game. And the pizza was from excuse me for just 1 second. Okay. Um, you know, DiGiorno is okay. I think their crust is kind of like, what am I trying to say? It's a little, the last couple DiGiornos I've had were kind of doughy. I guess even though it was cooked, like it was still kind of, their crust is like a little too thick for my liking, and I don't normally like thin crust either, but I don't know if it was just the one I had, but if I'm getting a frozen one, I know it's not the most popular kind, but I actually like Red Baron a lot. Yep, I've heard of Cece's. I've eaten there a million times. My favorite is California Pizza Kitchen. I've never had that. Yep. Um, yep, English and psychology are great. Mm-hmm. Yep. Every CC's I've been to has been a buffet, yeah. It's in the mall. Oh. There's also a place called Napoli Pizza down in Warren, Pennsylvania, that's really good. I have my BA in psychology and I have a minor in developmental psychology and a minor in social psychology. And I am formerly peer certified by New York State. And I have my, um, I don't remember what certification it is. Early childhood something certification. Hershey, Pennsylvania. My family was actually going to go on a family vacation because we've never had a family vacation, but like with my parents, siblings, and I. And Hershey was one of the places we were considering, as well as Cooperstown. My parents and brothers have gone down to Myrtle, or I'm sorry, Ocean City, a couple times over the last couple of years. Yeah, Carrie, me too. Um, I don't mind a thicker crust normally, but um, there's a fine line. You can do too thick of a crust, I think. Went to Memphis once to see Graceland. That's cool. I have I don't believe I've ever been to Tennessee. I've been close to it, but not actually in Tennessee. In fact, the furthest south I've ever been is Myrtle Beach. The furthest west I've ever been is Cleveland. East is. Wait a minute. Did I go to Raleigh? I did go to Raleigh one time. So furthest east I've been. I don't know if Raleigh and Old Forge are. I'll have to look up if Old Forge is more east or if Raleigh is. I can't remember. And the furthest north I've been is Mississauga, Ontario. Again, honey, no, I do not have Instagram. I do not have any social media but YouTube. But oh no. Okay. No, I don't have TikTok. However, if you are on TikTok, you can look at Joe O on TikTok and enjoy his wax pack or Joe's Junk Wax streams. That is my husband on TikTok, so enjoy. Oh, Detroit. I had a great aunt and uncle that lived in Sterling Heights, Michigan. I honestly had never been to their house, though. I was going to go, and I don't remember what happened that I ended up not being able to go, but I don't do TikTok either. It's not my thing. Actually, there's a Cracker Barrel up here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Farouz, I do not have Instagram. No tengo el Instagram. Non c'è Instagram. It's still Southern style up here. Or there. I say here because it's within 50 miles of my house. It's raining. Oh, goodness. Correct! You got it! Good job! You sure can. Oh. Hallelujah. Yep, I believe you can. I haven't paid very close attention to see if grits, but I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, you love wrestling. That's nice. It ain't how Mama fixed it. Well, of course not. Is anything? We met Hulk Hogan at a wine shop. Oh, nice. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. I've actually never met a celebrity. Yeah. Come up and see me. Tell you I'm sorry. Oh, that's cool. That's very true. He was very instrumental in sports entertainment. Nobody said it was easy. Oh, yep, for sure. I don't really idolize politicians myself. Yeah. Who tray your pillow? I've actually been to quite a few professional wrestling shows, WWE, and um, it was TNA, Total Nonstop Action, I went to. I see. Sally Field or Jessica Simpson? It just depends on what era you're from. Um, on the Dukes of Hazzard. Thank you very much for the Christmas and New Year wishes. The original, so Catherine. Oh, it was the 80s. Yep, I was hatched in the 80s, so I missed some of them. I was thinking the movie and not the show, so oops. Sorry guys, bear with me. Ah, there we go. Oh, I'm just beside myself. Come out and meet you. Me too. I I used to really like the slide phone where you had like your phone screen would slide up and then you had a keyboard underneath it. That was my very favorite phone. I miss that phone every day of my life. I still have it. I don't even know if it'll charge. It was similar to a BlackBerry, but not exactly. Um, this still had like a full screen, but you could slide it up and it had a keyboard. Yeah, that's it. What he said. I can't, I think that's what it was called. I've always had Androids. I've never had like an iPhone. Razor phone. I remember it. I never had one. I have an A14 something Samsung, but I really like it. For my intents and purposes, it's absolutely fine. I mean, I honestly never thought I'd be streaming, so I never really worried about like the camera and the video quality on my phone, but my folks pay our phone bill. Well, that's nice of them. I I do the prepaid through Walmart. I have total wireless. Ah, I see. Well, Do people even write letters anymore? Honestly, the last time I wrote a letter, I used to write a lot more than I do. Um, Back when long distance was a thing, I used to write letters all the time. Um, because a lot of my friends lived in North Carolina and I lived in New York, and more than once I got in trouble for the phone bill. So, but it was hard because it would take 6 days to get the information down the way if you couldn't make a phone call. But other than that, honestly, the only time I usually write letters anymore is if I send Christmas card letter. If I write letters longhand, I mean, is if I send Christmas cards, I'll usually write something in it, which I did not send not one Christmas card this year. I was so awful. Or um if I if I have to write to someone in jail, and I never want to have to do that. I absolutely had Yahoo Chat and AOL. I was Lazy Mary 716 in AOL, and I was Blurp 16 at Yahoo. I can't believe I remember that. But yep, I definitely Prodigy email. Oh my. But oh, Juno. I remember that. I'm trying to think what we had. Dial up, dial up, dial up. It was something BBS. Oh, so you were a social media influencer before it was cool? I was always honest. But 14 lying to grown women, I'm not surprised. Helped I spread with real estate. Well, I guess I didn't. I guess when I was a teenager, I did lie some, but we really didn't have a computer till I was like 16 or 17 anyway, so fixing up old homes and rehabbing homes is a valuable skill to have. I think that's great. Nothing is better than a guy that can fix things. Ours did too because I was a LimeWire junkie. I love to drive. I wish I had gone out for a drive today. I never did have Napster. It was on its way out by the time I monkeyed with it. But God, I remember. Yep, I had MySpace. I can't remember my old email addresses to even try to see if my MySpace would work. I had a MySpace, I had an open diary, I had a writing.com profile, live journal. Those were the days. I I think I gotta agree with you there, Mark. I liked MySpace better. But guys, I tell you what we're going to do. Um, as Supreme Chancellor of the live stream, I decree that in 9 minutes, I am going to stop this stream and I'm going to start another stream and I'm going to do some music. Because that is what it is in my heart to do right now. So maybe. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Christmas carols, a mix of songs, or what we're going to do. But oh, yeah, I had a diary too, but I had brothers, so I had no privacy whatsoever. And I know it's privacy, I was just being weird. Come on and need you. I really was looking forward to that ice cap. Oh, I just cannot handle any more disappointment today. Anyways, so if you all want to be thinking of your song requests, I will happily do that. In an orderly fashion. Anyway, I'm playing a little of everything. Hello, Arthur. Good night, Arthur. If you want to come back in 6 minutes, I'm starting a music stream. We would love to have you, but if you're busy, we understand. You and Wes take care. Yep, I will play Christmas carols if I think I'm going to do both. I'll do regular music and Christmas carols. And I'm probably going to be up for a while because I have my nights and days mixed up again. Yes, Arthur, I will sing. I'm going to have to get happy in the next 5 minutes, though, but I'll sing a little bit. Arthur, I am still upright and I am not in prison. So I would say I'm doing real good. And by upright, I mean sitting with my feet elevated. 5 golden rings. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Disrespectful and awkward. Unbelievable, Arthur. I hate to hear that. Disrespectful and awkward would be a good description of my day as well. It really would be. Ooh, I was angry earlier. Hello, Misty. In about 4 minutes, I am restarting another stream and I'm going to be doing music, a mixture of Christmas and normal music. So I hope you can come back. And I hope I don't lose any of you in the translation. I hate it when that happens, when it's like, Mary, you had a good audience and then you had to go and disrupt everything, lady. Absolutely, Arthur. Oh, it could have been a good day. It wasn't, but it could have been. I'm going to play a non-Christmas song first, and then I'll play that. Well, actually, I'm going to play 2 songs, and then I'll play that. Come out and see you. That's Carrie's favorite too, Misty. I'll have to play the Little Drummer Boy. Okay, here we go. Hello, Ingrid Cat. How are you? You gonna come say hi to our audience or not so much? Yep. You know, if the hands, feet, and body would just coordinate, we could just make good things happen. It's raining. Without you. But anyways, that's not even a word, Mary, but who is running rice around here? Oh, goodness. But guys, I thank you all for being here. I hope you all hop on the next stream to listen to music and have a happy sangria day if not. And we will see you again real soon at the Bear Den. Take care. Bye.